Hello, I am Sevi Jain. In this video, I am going to walk through a health analysis dashboard that I created using Power BI. Instead of just showing visuals, I am going to talk about why I used certain features, how they help us to understand the data better, and how a single click can completely change the insights we get. This dashboard is designed for anyone who needs to quickly understand pattern in patients treatment cost and hospitals. All right, let's begin with the first page, patient demographics. This page is designed to answer a very simple question: who are our patients and what do they look like as a group? At the top, I have used the KPI cards, which can show admitted patients, room, bed space, average billing amount, doctors, average length of stay, and average age of the patients. Well, these these give a quick snapshot, but the best part is they all are dynamic. The moment I apply the filter, like any month, these KPI will change. Whenever I apply the year, any year which are mentioned here, the KPI will change according to it. This is a slicer for medical condition. This is the one of the strongest interactive feature in the dashboard. When we click on the disease on asthma, the dynamics gets changed. The KPI change, the hospital distribution gets changed, and the age group, blood group can we can recognize it by this. Just click on the patient profile. That's the power of Power BI. A single filter gives us the entire story. I even added a small disease summary for a quick click on the dashboard. Here, when I click on the cancer, the summary can be shown here. The image gets changed to the cancer. When we click on the hypertension, then we get the information about the hypertension and these results gets changed too. When we click on asthma, the dynamics gets changed. Here is the group bookmark, and this is the bookmark navigator. When clicking on this, the data gets changed according to the age group, medical condition, by the blood group. Even we can check it according to the month or the year which we want to get to know. Then this is the table for hospitals, and this is the graphs showing that how many patients are in there, total patients in there for that disease. This bookmark navigator is showing the patients by their age group, medical condition, and the blood group. While this, we can check the data for any medical condition according to year and for the patient risk, and the track the trends which are hidden in the data. So this entire page is all about understanding the composition of patients, how it changes with every filter you apply. We can directly go on to the key trends just by clicking on this page navigator. This page tells us about all the time, when do patients come in, which type of admissions are rising, how does weekends data differ from the weekend data. Chart shows the admission by the weekday versus weekend. Let me click on the weekend. Immediately the trend line recalculates to show only the weekend admissions. The monthly table also updates to display the weekend counts. This helps the hospitals to plan emergency staffing. Weekends often have higher emergency admissions, and this dashboard reveals those patterns. Admission type trend line. So when we click on the emergency cases, this blue line, the visuals across the page synchronizes. The donut chart, the monthly table, the KPIs all get changed. This tells us exactly how the emergency cases behave over the time. When we click on the urgent line, then the table updated to the urgent line. Here we can also check the which month have the higher emergency rates or the higher urgent cases. We can click on the hospitals. This can show us the update and check the average length of stay for that too. By just clicking on the year, we can check it for the year For for 2022, for the Mayo Clinic, and the medical condition type is for cancer. The admitted patients came on the weekdays mostly, and this is their length of stay. The extended stay is more here, and the long stay and moderate stay and short stay are comparatively 50% to them. Once select them, we can click on the button flag. Like here is the donut that shows us the admission length of stay of the patients. This is the bucket to them. Another button, I clicked on the length of stay bucket. Hospitals use this to understand capacity. For example, extended day stays uh, take up beds for longer and impact hospital turnover. Clicking on the length of stay bucket changes the monthly distribution and KPI instantly. So this page helps the hospitals to predict the uh, busy days or improving resource planning, managing the beds better. Now let's move to the what is often the most important part of our healthcare management, treatment, and the cost analysis. This scatter plot is extremely powerful. Each dot represents a medical condition. This is the legends showing us the color of them, number of admitted patient, average billing, medication type, treatment behavior of the patients. Let's click on the medical condition like diabetes. Watch the entire page update. Billing of admission type recalculates medication wise. Billing recognizes hospital wise billing chart updates. The summary data table now also shows only the diabetes related patients data. Like this, it is super easy to answer the questions like what disease have most expensive treatment, which condition have high medication cost, are some hospitals handling certain disease, which disease is more efficiently affecting the patients. We can check it for any year also, like for medical condition, hypertension. Here the hypertension cases are only shown when we see for ibuprofen. Only ibuprofen data gets changed to everything. Let's click on this scattered plot. We can check here what the patients are choosing for the medication and how much they are using it. This is a medication tree map. This chart shows which medication contribute the most of the total billing. If I click on the medication like aspirin, the scatter plot KPI and the hospital charts all shift to show cases where this medication is used. Like for paracetamol, it goes same. The bar chart tells us which hospital generate the most billing and for which condition. That's important for operational planning, insurance paperwork, and resource allocation. Like when we click on the hospital, different hospitals billing data games. When we click on the insurance provider, the data gets changed for the scatter plot and for the bar chart. By clicking on the LOS bucket here, you can see whether the long stays uh, or short stays are contributing more to a total revenue. So this page brings together the clinical data, financial data to help which help hospitals make smarter decisions. Here's the total average billing amount of each uh, medication that is used for any disease in any year. This slicer helps to change the plot and the scatter plot here. This data is really important for any hospital to plan their financial data. Finally, here are the geographical insights. Every hospital is plotted on a map. By clicking on a hospital, instantly updates like the word cloud, the pie chart, the medication distribution. Here, when we get it normal, this can get normal. Like example, showing us the location. Different bubbles are indicated by different color for a medication. For example, maybe a certain medication used more in one region than another, or maybe a certain hospital handles more chronic cases. This is a doctor word cloud. This is one of my favorite visual. The bigger the doctor's name, the more the patients they handle. If I click on the doctor name called Smith, which hospitals he works at are shown here. What kind of patient he sees, which medication are associated with the cases, and this helps identify the workload distribution and specialist performance. When I click on the Christopher, when I click on the Adria, and this number says about the hospitals in front of their names, about their admitted patients, like for car patient count per hospital. This helps us to understand which hospital have more staff, more diversity in medication or handle more complex cases. Altogether, this page helps the stakeholders quickly understand the geographical distribution, staff load, and the treatment diversity in this. The purpose of this dashboard was simple: create a fully interactive health analytics system where even one click tells a new story. Throughout this dashboard, I use dynamic filters, cross-visual interaction, disease-based navigation, length of stay buckets, time-based analysis, geo-mapping, medication cost distribution, doctor activity visualization. Each element is designed to help hospitals, administrators, and clinical teams make faster, clearer, and more data-based decisions. Thank you so much.